baby. I'm your host, DEJA Wallace, and as you can see, to the left of me, I have two special guests with me today. I have Tyhj and Skylar, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and make them tell you a little bit about what they do.
Ladies first.
So I'm Skylar. I'm Tyhj's girlfriend, obviously. We both have YouTube channels. We have our couples channel, Honey Butter, and I have my own channel, Sky Super.
My name's Tyhj. I have my own YouTube, King Tyhj. Make sure y'all go subscribe to both of our channels.
Yes,
but like as my honey said, we got our own channel called Honey Butter, where we do a bunch of pranks, vlogs, stuff like that. You know, couple stuff, and yeah, we've been doing YouTube for some time now. It's
probably
been
like a year now.
Like a year now?
No, not a year yet. A year in like August, something like that, right?
Didn't we make the channel in June?
But we didn't post a video till like August.
Alright, so it's like been like 10 months or so.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Damn, you guys been grinding. That's a long time.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they're not consistent enough to even get to that year mark. So that's pretty cool seeing that y'all got to the year mark.
Yeah, that's a fact. Even
like me, like being like a content creator in a way, it's really hard for me to stay consistent. So what you guys are doing is dope.
Yeah. It's definitely hard staying consistent.
Because I love watching like YouTube. Like that's really all I do. I watch YouTube instead of TV. I don't know. I just love it.
Yeah. Sorry to cut you off. Yeah. You can finish.
But I was just saying I love watching YouTube, and that's how I came across you guys. It was recommended.
Oh wow.
Yeah. What video was it?
First video I seen, it was a prank. You guys were in a car. Nah, I was weak. You guys were in a car, and I think it was your sister.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nah, you gotta watch it.
Yeah, that's the most viewed video.
That's the most viewed video on our channel. That's our first video.
Our first video kind of went like fake viral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see why. Like that was jokes.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
But even like I feel like your content is so like organic too, because a lot of times we watching these YouTube couples, and it's like it feels like you're doing what you see everybody else doing, and it feels very like predictable, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel like your both of you guys' personalities is really like shows in what you're doing. And yeah, I'm just excited to have both of you here.
Thank you.
Yeah, but this episode hopefully will go viral. You know, I'm speaking it out there. It will go viral.
Hopefully.
Yeah. And just tell me a little bit more about, like, how you guys met and why did you end up doing YouTube?
Okay, so we met in middle school. We went to the same middle school together. Mm-hmm. We knew each other for, like, 10 years now. And we actually we didn't date officially, but we talked, I guess.
Yeah.
In 2014, and it didn't work out because, you know, guys will be guys. But we've always stayed friends. We always stayed close. He was somebody I confided in, and
same.
After a while, he was just like, "Yo."
I was like, "Yo, what's up?" This what I did, y'all. We rekindled like right before COVID hit.
Right before, like in January
2020. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yo, let's go to the movies. What's up? And then she was like, all right. But before that, y'all, she was dubbing me. Like, I was like, yo, come on, let's go out.
He wanted to go out with me.
Where you at? She'll be like, oh, I'm busy. Oh, I got school. Hitting me with that. Then finally got her out. As soon as I got her out that first time, it was lit after that.
Yeah, after that first time we went to the movies, I was like, nah, I'm feeling him OD. And we just like started seeing each other all the time, talking all the time, and
then we fell in love in like a month.
Literally in February we started dating. Like after a month of talking again.
Like serious, like
we was like, nah, like this is it.
Yeah.
So it was like initial, like you already
like we already knew.
Butterflies
like, yeah. Because we had that attraction, like, before in 2014, and we always had it, but we just stayed friends because we both were in different relationships and stuff. But once, like, we got to chill and hang out, it was over. Like, it was like, we together now.
That's nice. Like, yeah, especially in this generation, it's hard to find that. Like, and when you do see that, like, when I see that amongst my peers, it's like, it's they're looked up to. Like, they're like, oh my God, their goals. Like, do you not see them? Like, they really do everything together. Like, do you guys feel like pressured in that way by your friends or anything? Like, damn.
Not.
Or it's like, it's just natural. Like,
not really, because like the type of people we are, like we don't really like care too much about what people think, and like how we are, it matches so perfectly. So like, because we both don't care about what people think, that's why we together. So like, we both fell in love with how we are as people. Like, we don't really care about what people think. We're open-minded, very mature, you know, and we both have the same goal, which is, you know, having a long-lasting relationship, getting married, you know, old-fashioned, you know, not like how our generation, like you're describing, like, you know, everyone's geared towards everyone's geared towards, you know, the toxicity, you know, hot girl summer, hot boy summer,
but you know what's crazy? We get all the time our like friends, like what you were saying, like they be like, nah, y'all relationship is too healthy. Like, how is that fun? Like
people said
I
that
love
to
that
us.
toxic shit, and it's just like, what?
Your relationship
like
is too healthy.
If I be like, we're fighting and we talked it out and we like came to a common ground, it's like, nah, that's that healthy shit. I can't deal with that.
that's crazy.
And it's crazy that
sick.
now like we get criticized for being like a good couple.
Yeah, that's sick. Oh my God.
That's
like,
crazy. But you
like,
know,
I see it all the time. Like, even on social media, that's the biggest like playing field where you see people really promoting that toxic.
People
are like, I want my boyfriend to beat me up. Why? I don't get it.
They love that. They love guys that treat them bad. Guys love girls that they need to chase, that are like not trying to be wifed down.
Yeah.
Like, it's just weird now, and I feel like me and Taj just like we look at that stuff and just laugh. Like, we just be like, nah, that could never be us.
Like, basically, both of us stayed good apples, didn't allow the bad apples to turn us into bad apples.
Yeah.
And then, you know, we weave through, and then we found each other like that. Like, oh, we both good apples. All right, so we sticking together.
Yeah,
That's
basically.
what happened.
That's really what you gotta do, because it's draining. Like, even entertaining all that toxic energy. YouTube, like, why did you guys want to do YouTube?
Can we go?
Okay, you can go.
All right, like, why we started YouTube?
Yeah.
Together or just, like, individually?
Like, I know that you guys have individual channels. Was that, like, something you always wanted to do? Like, did that come first, or did the joint?
So, we always, like, joke, like, we have the same life because we like the same things. So, like, coming into a relationship with each other, we watched YouTube, like, all the time. Like how you said, like, you watch YouTube all the time. We watch YouTube all the time. Like, even when we were younger, we both have videos on YouTube from when we were, like, 10 years old.
Yeah.
So we always wanted to, like, you know, be YouTubers and, like, post and stuff like that. So Taj had his YouTube channel first, and I was always scared, like, oh my God, like, nobody's gonna watch me by myself, like, nobody's gonna pay attention. But then he encouraged me to create my own channel. So we both had our own channels, and then finally we were just like, fuck it, like, we just gonna make a couple channels.
We just gonna make our joint channel.
Yeah.
And, like, even, like, with this podcast, a lot of the times I feel, like, hesitant to even reach out to people and even, like, record, because I feel like I'm not there yet. Like, I need like, more income coming in. Like, I need a studio. I need a team. Do you guys, like, ever struggle with feeling like I need to be perfect to kind of produce something? Like, you don't want to put something out into the world that's not like not fully how you envisioned it.
Yeah, definitely. Like, especially me, like, she would even tell you that, like, I'm an overthinker when it comes to, like, things we want to get done or things we want to like achieve and stuff, like I'm always like in my thoughts like, yo, this gotta be good. Like we gotta I'll be like, because I'm on top of everything when it comes to like our content, like things we need to get done. Like
he's basically like the producer for us.
Yeah, like
he's more on top of it than I am.
Yeah, like the marketing, or like, oh, honey, we need to do this kind of video, or we need to do this video, or like it need to be this way. Like I be thinking so much, and I think very far into the future. But she's the person who, like, you know, keeps me grounded and brings me, you know, like, honey, it's okay. Like, you don't gotta stress too much, you know, and you know, she makes me feel better about everything. But definitely, we do stress about like putting out perfect content, you know,
or having more money to just like do certain
be able
videos,
to do stuff, yeah,
you know, or
that support, or like that team, like you said, like, because we do everything on our own, you know, so. But it's gonna come.
Yeah,
that's really what it is. Like when you're starting off, you're not gonna have everything, and that's really what I learned. You have to just have to work with what you got, because eventually you'll get there, you know. So, yeah. Do you like, what other YouTubers do you guys like?
Oh my God, that's a hard question for me because I'm very particular. I don't watch couples on YouTube, which is weird because we have a couple channel. But I feel like everybody now is like played out doing the same thing. But my favorite couple right now is Juju and Des. Do you know who they are?
Juju and Des. Is he the funny guy? I don't know.
No, they're pregnant right now. Like, they're happy. I just found them and they're cool to me. And then, like, of course, I love Aaliyah J. Damn, I can't even think of people right now. But
the mukbang people you watch.
Oh my God. Yo, mukbangs are what I watch on YouTube. Okay, I watch Korean mukbangers all the time. I love to see them cook. I love to see them eat. I love to see them go out and try foods.
Do an impersonation of them real quick.
No. But that's who I watch. I watch Korean mukbangers, and then I watch mostly Aaliyah J. She's my fave, especially because she's from New York. And then the couple I watch is Juju and Des. But that's it right now.
I feel like New Yorkers, they just have a personality. Like, just coming
from
New York, you just have that kind of...
You have that oomph to you, like...
Yeah, and it just makes everything more, like, interesting to watch.
Yeah.
The way you talk, the way you...
Just the way they speak. Yeah, tell stories and everything, like...
Yeah. So, and it's, like, a lot of people that want to start, like, creating content, but they just scared, like...
Yeah.
And they listen too much outside voices.
Yeah.
That's really the big problem. But I see y'all got that all in lock.
Yeah.
I'm a big I love. Like, I watch my parents been together before I was born. Like, I really love seeing people happy in their relationships, right? So it's like, how do you feel like? Do you feel like this generation coming up, they kind of abandon that kind of traditional way of looking at love?
You can answer.
It's a lot. It's a lot of factors that play into like why this generation is the way it is. But I'm gonna just leave it as like
Say it how you worded it in that status you made on Facebook.
I don't really remember what I said.
You was basically like women are moving in their masculinity.
Oh yeah, so like women today are moving in their masculinity, more men are moving in their femininity. So it's like, you know, it's going like this.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
Yeah,
you think it's like the music?
It's a factor, a big factor. It's the music. It's, you know, the
social media.
Social media is a big part. You know, it's a generational thing. Like how our parents were taught, how their parents were taught, and it just like it's a cycle of stuff.
I feel like everybody's just like going like this.
Yeah,
like nobody values like.
No one values each other.
Yeah.
Everyone's just going like this. It's like men versus women when we need to just be nigga, we together, we come on, especially like within our community as black people, like it's just too many things dividing us. So
I feel like it's mainly because of, I'm not trying to say everything is because of social media, but I feel like that's the biggest thing, especially because we're all on our phones now more than ever. It's like, and we look up to, like, we're seeing these celebrities' lives at a different angle that we never got to see before.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I feel like now celebrities are influencers. Like, people on red carpets that are getting invited to, like, award shows and stuff are people that are Instagram famous for just posting pictures and, like, having, like, a nice body. So it's like, social media impacts us like crazy now. Like, actors are not stars anymore. Like, nobody cares about actors. People care about who's on Instagram and who has 2 million followers and stuff like that. So it's crazy now.
You know what? Like, what's this guy name? Logan Paul.
Oh yeah. God.
Like, what does this guy do? He does YouTube, and the amount of money this guy is making, he might become the first YouTube billionaire in his lifetime.
That's crazy.
And that's really like what social media has the power to do.
Right.
It's so different.
He's one of the, like, he's been on YouTube for years, like for a long time. He's been in movies. Yeah. Like,
the new stars are YouTubers. That's like who gets
influencers.
Yeah, that's who gets the shows, the movies, everything. It's so crazy to me.
Even like, I don't know if you guys know Liza Koshy. She got to meet Obama.
Like, how?
Who's that?
Liza?
That's Danielle. I mean, not Danielle. What's that guy name?
David.
Dobrik's
yeah,
ex?
his ex. Yeah.
Okay.
She's crazy famous now.
Yeah.
Wow. David Dobrik's crazy famous too.
It's crazy. Like, these people that was on YouTube, like the pioneers of like pushing YouTube forward, are crazy famous now.
Yeah.
And it's like,
even what's her name? Queen Naija. There's people that start off on YouTube, and DDG, they start off on YouTube, and then they get to do what they really want to do.
It's like, it's a pathway for them.
Yeah.
It's crazy now. But I do feel like it makes it harder for other people though. Like, I feel like before, like, people were discovered easily, but now, like, you have to have like a huge social media following in order to like make it, you know? Like, places are not gonna pay attention to you if you got 2,000 followers on YouTube, on Instagram or something. Like, you gotta have like 100-something K, and then it's like, oh yeah, like, I wanna invest in them, and it's just crazy to me.
Yeah.
It's because it's like oversaturated now. Like, people like are trying to follow the wave, and it's a good and a bad thing because now it's getting more eyes on the platform. But at the same time, it's like fake people are getting more recognition than like real people creating good content.
Yo,
Yeah,
like,
that happens all the time.
I feel like our I'll be tight because I feel like our videos are so authentic and like natural and like it's really good content. But for the most part, it doesn't get paid attention to because we're not like, we don't have this amount of subscribers or like we're not like fake like like I'm gonna prank you today.
Like, not to hate on like other like content creators because we want everybody to be successful, but like we watch like some videos, you know, that pop up and it's like,
yo, this shit is fake. Like, this shit is fake and this shit got a million views.
Or it'd be like mad whack and mad corny.
Like everybody else's video.
Like you can tell they didn't really put that much effort into the video. Like, the editing is like, bleh, like, and it's like, wow. Like, and then you look at the views and you're like, wow. And then it's like, it kind of gets discouraging sometimes because like we put a lot of time and a lot of effort, you know, into certain videos, and we're like, yo, this video gonna be good. And it's like, damn.
Like, it's like we don't do pranks all the time because if we do pranks all the time, we're gonna know it's a prank. Yeah. So like we take our time to like plan out so like it's good, authentic content, and then it just like dust in the wind.
Because people like raunchy stuff. People want to see like drama. Like, that's why the Shade Room is probably one of the most followed pages because of the type of messy shit they be posting.
Yeah.
And that's just the reality of it. Like, they like seeing drama and stuff. And I have the same struggle too. Like, I'll be talking that real shit on here, and then people just they rather listen to people talk about like
dumb
celebrities
shit.
and just mad stuff I don't care about. And do you guys ever struggle with like feeling like you have to battle with being true to your craft? Like, you feel like, you know what, maybe I'll just do this because I know we'll get more views.
Yes, I say that all the time. Like, with our couples channel and with my channel, like, I be like, I want to do something, but it's like, this is not going to get views. Should we just say fuck it and just do this trending video that everybody's doing and fake it? Like, should we just do that to get views? But it's like, I want to be myself and like be out there for being myself. So it's hard. Like, I really be contemplating like just saying fuck it and let's just fake it. Let's just get a B&B and act like we have a new house tour or something like that.
Nah, but it's sad because like it feels like there's no originality now. Like, people are just like very robotic, they don't have no like original stuff. And it's like, I felt like I've seen this already. But I'm watching because I'm bored.
Especially like do you watch like New York YouTubers?
Yeah. Like Kai Cenat, I like that.
Oh yeah, she know, like I like
Kai
him.
Cenat, yeah.
Like he makes great
cool.
content. He's cool. He's a cool dude.
But
like
else?
like do you watch like New York YouTube? Like, are you familiar with like New York YouTube? Like,
you need to talk about
like the people I watch are already up. I don't really watch like people that are like probably you guys and not really.
Like, you never see like stuff that pop up on your Facebook and it be very like
oh, I know what you mean.
Like and it'd be like the same kind of videos.
It's
like,
the setting up
two freaks.
Together.
Yes, I know what you mean.
Or 10 girls and 14 guys.
I don't even look at that as YouTube. I just look at that as like, I don't even know.
Yeah, like they be wilding. Like, I seen one video, like this girl like literally let a dude like suck her chest.
My God.
Did you see that?
Oh, that's OD.
Yo, they be wildin'.
Like, they be doing a lot now. Like,
and it's all the same type of
It's like the blind card date. That's what it's called.
Yeah. And it's just like two freaks in a date.
Freaks. Yeah.
Like we did a blind date, but I feel like ours was actually like cool. Like, it was actually funny.
It was actually a blind date.
It was actually a blind date. Like these people, like the other YouTubers that like I see, like they know each other. Like,
all of them,
they don't know each other, and then set each other up on a blind date. Like, but how's it a blind date if you know the person? In the back
of your mind, you're like, all right, I gotta kind of perform just to get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta talk about
what
your video, because I feel like a lot of New York YouTubers, which I don't want to bash anybody because
don't bash anybody.
We support everyone, but I just want to talk about something.
Go ahead.
I feel like New York YouTubers don't support each other as much as like other places do, and we talk about that all the time. Like, yo, we need to go down south where like people actually support and share and like want to watch, because everybody here feels like a competition. Because for Tyj's channel, he came up with something and was like, yo, I should make people box. Like, I should make people box for the community, like guns down, gloves up, and let's make them box to like give back. And he did that, and I haven't seen anybody in New York do that. And then it became a trend. Like, I feel like I seen like 3 different New York YouTubers do that. And I was just like, not all the time this happens, but a lot of the times people in YouTube videos that I watch, like, they'll be like, shout out to blah, blah, blah for giving me this idea. And these people didn't do that. So I just feel like it's not the same support. Like, you could have just been like, shout out to King Tyj for starting this guns down, gloves up movement to get us all like together, like, and not shooting each other, but fighting healthy.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna say I didn't invent boxing videos. I didn't invent boxing.
Yeah.
But like no one was really doing that here, especially in Brooklyn. Like no one was doing that. And then like as soon as I put out my video, like, and I posted the event on Facebook, it got a bunch of shares. I had a bunch of like strangers sharing it. Like people like, yo, I'm popping up. I had people who not even from my hood come and watch. Like a bunch of people were sharing it. Like, yo, I'm jacking this. And I'm sure like, you know, amongst that crowd, people seen it like, yo, like let me do this. And then tune into and I know they see my video because I showed you, honey. I know they see my video for a fact because they use the same memes that I use. Like the little funny little memes in the video, they use the exact memes. So like, you ever played Mortal Kombat? Yeah. So like, you know, like when you
ready fight.
Yeah. So you like the newer ones when you get like a certain like a critical hit, it show like the skeleton, like the bones breaking, like cracking or something. Yeah. I literally put that and I've seen a video. They put the same thing.
I just feel like we should just support each other. Like, you know, you have more subscribers than this person, then you should just be like, shout out to blah 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 because he put me onto this, and I'm doing this. You know, because I just want us to all like come up as like New Yorkers, like we're all from the same place.
It's not even like just with like YouTube. It's like with everything. Like let's say if you're a rapper or something, like it's the same thing in every like type of lane. Like you doing podcasts or like influence, like everything. Like we can, like as New York, like everyone has their own thing that we all do. If we all just like came together and like teamed up, like everybody can literally win. Like like literally everyone can eat. Everyone can make money. Like the internet. Everybody, you watching, everybody, like you at home, you can start your YouTube tonight. You can start your podcast. Everybody can eat. Like what's the saying? Like, if you, something like around along the words of like you got a lit candle and you light another candle, it's not gonna dim your flame. You still gonna be lighting up too.
You still gonna be lit.
Yeah.
We all could be lit.
Yeah, we all could just light each other up. Like, all right, there you go, bro.
I feel like it's in our culture too. Sadly, like a lot of black people, it's hard for them to support other people because like they feel like it's like only one spot and like it's only one person could be great at this, so I have to like tear somebody down to get that spot.
That's
like you say, crabs in a bucket.
Crabs in a bucket mentality.
Like you just
it's a
somebody
curse.
Trying to make it out, you just grabbing them back.
Yeah,
so
like it's a curse in our community.
I hate that
crabs in a bucket mentality. Like,
because we really all could just. There's billions of people in the world. Like there's billions of people that can watch all of our stuff, that can support all of us. Like we all can literally make it. So I just hate that competition stuff.
And that's really what Mind Over Matter is. It's all about mental first. Because a lot of people feel like their perspective is all like so different. They really feel like, yo, I have to manipulate this person to get what I want. Yeah. And they really see life like that. And that's a dangerous way to see things because then you're always battling with yourself. You're always battling with people, your loved ones.
Always.
And then you're going to have like dirty intentions, bad mind. Yeah, that's no good.
I feel like if you just lead with a good heart, like there's gonna be people who like fuck you over and stuff and like stab you in the back. But I feel like with us, like we're very spiritual, so like I feel like what you put out, you know, you'll get back. So if you're just leading that way, like good heart, good intention all the time, no matter what happens, like eventually it would come back to you tenfold. Like it would always come back to you.
But once you put out that negative like competition and just like that bad mind energy, that's why you're gonna stay stuck where you are.
You just gotta stay at a high vibration. You can't allow outside things to like bring you down to, you know, a low vibration, a low levels. Like someone stabs you in the back, oh, now I'm gonna stab somebody else in the back. Now that's your karma because you allowed them to bring you to that vibration. Now
it's just a cycle
now you living on that vibration, so now you're gonna attract more bad stuff when you could have just basically steal their energy by staying high vibrational and say sucking it up and be like, all right, I'm gonna stay how I am because I know like what's going to happen in return. Like, I'm a good person. This is how I'm supposed to be. And then, you know, you're good.
It's really mind over matter. It really is mind over matter for
mind over matter.
Let them know. Mind over matter, baby.
Facts.
Yeah, so that was a good. I feel like even with the competition part too, it's hard. It's hard because sometimes it be your own man.
Yeah.
And it's like, really? Like, we're both trying to eat.
Yeah.
And then now I have to dim my light because I feel like pressured around you because I can't be the best version of myself.
Mm-hmm. Yo.
And I don't like being around people like that.
That, like, you feel like you gotta dim your light to not, you know, like, make anybody feel away. And it's just, anybody like that, you feel that around, like, your circle, they gotta go out your circle. Cause
Yo, like growing up, like, I felt that a lot. Like, I felt like, damn, I can't be too perfect around this person. I don't want to make them feel bad. Like, I can't be too great, you know?
I can't be my best self because this is gonna, like, make them feel away.
Like, let me not put that energy out, like, you know, let me just chill and go in the back so to make them feel comfortable. But, like, nah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
No,
don't do it.
Because then you're gonna end. How about you brighten your light and then they gotta catch up to you?
Yeah.
That's really what
But it's two ways people could take that. They can either, like, get envious of that
And be intimidated.
and want to tear you down and bring you to their level, or they can get motivated by that, like, yo, like, I see what you're doing. Nah, I need to get like that, or I need to be better.
Right.
Facts, and that's the people you want in your circle.
Yeah.
How do you guys like because I feel like when you're in a relationship, it's a union. You have to add something. You can't just, even with outside of like romantic, you have to, like, your friends should add value to you.
Yeah.
You know, the people you hang around every day, they should add something to the equation. Like, it shouldn't be just y'all there and y'all not doing nothing to help each other better. Like, how do you feel like Skylar makes you better? And how do you feel like Tyj makes you better?
You want to go first?
Like, individually.
Go first. Oh, you want me to go first? Yeah. Well, I tell her this all the time, like, how she adds value to my life. Guys, make sure you listen in right now. So, it's a bunch of things. Like, she's my therapist. She's my consultant. She's my financial advisor. She's everything. Like, literally everything. Like, when it comes to, like, my mental health and my emotional health, she covers all of that. Like, you know, when I'm feeling down, when I'm feeling, you know, not sure of myself, she's there to let me know, like, yo, you know who you are? Like, yo, stop playing. Like, you know who you are. Let them know who you are. Like, so she's there to remind me, you know, to keep me on my path. And she's along with my path too. And we're both on the train ride in the same direction. So, like, you know, yeah.
I feel like Tyj, he just pushes me to do things that I'm too afraid to do. So, like, he's that voice that's like, nah, like, you can do it. Put your mind to it. You can do it. Like, anything I want to do, like starting my YouTube, he pushed me to do that. I wanted to start working out and being healthy. He pushed me to do that because I was very uncomfortable doing that. But anything that I want to do, and I, like, tell him, like, honey, like, I feel like I want to do this, but I don't know. I'm unsure. He, like, pushes me.
Yeah.
And I feel like he adds that, like, push to my life that I need to, like, be who I want to be and do the things I want to do and, like, be successful.
Yeah, so, like, she's like the brains of the operation, kind of.
Yeah.
Like, in terms of, like, our relationship in general, like, she's the brains, like, she's the idea. She comes up with the ideas for, like, whatever we're trying to do with just us in general, not, like, with, like, just YouTube and stuff.
Yeah, anything.
But, like, she's the brain, and then I'm like the brawn. Like I do. Like I
get it done.
Like I get the ball rolling. Like she says da 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 da, and I'm like, bet, we doing this. Like you know,
basically
feminine energy. She thinks, you know, creativity, and then I'm the doer. Masculine energy. Boom. All right, let's do this. Boom.
Yeah.
How do you guys build that trust nowadays, especially with all these like this pettiness that comes with social media, and then being in a relationship? Like, oh, you can't. Why you liking this girl post? Why you liking this boy post? Like, how do you guys keep that kind of trust between each other?
It's hard, honestly. It's not easy because this social media thing, man, it's so like easy to get in contact with people and stuff. But honestly, we know, and we always say, like, if we don't have trust for each other, there's no relationship.
Yeah.
So, like, we're not gonna just do random checks like, oh, let me go through your phone, let me do this, let me make sure you texting who you texting. Like, we just have that understanding, like, okay, we trust each other. This is what we want. I'm not gonna ruin what we have for no temporary shit. Like, we're not about that, and we're like comfortable enough to like leave our phones next to each other, like, and if we happen to see a text or something, it's like, oh, who's that? Like, and it's like, oh, this is this person. Like, that's how much we trust each other. So we always make sure like the trust is there.
Like, I could go in the shower and leave my phone next to her.
Yeah, and I won't even touch it, but if a message come up, I'm looking, and it don't even be nothing. So it's just like,
a lot of people can't say that confidently. A lot of people watching this cannot say that.
Yeah, a lot of, especially like guys.
Yo, guys don't do that.
Yo, I've heard like crazy stuff, like put their phone like where, like
in their shoe,
like
no,
put their phone in another room or something like
crazy
That's not
stuff.
crazy.
That's
in the shoe.
yo in
the
the
shoe.
Do rag one.
Yo,
Put it in your do rag while you sleeping and tired.
I had a friend that was talking to a guy, and he came to her room, put his shoes to the side, and put his phone in his shoe.
That's crazy.
and then they be like, what they say, what the guy say.
They be just like, I don't want it to interrupt our time together. Like, I don't want it to mess it up. Like, I don't want to pay attention to my phone.
I'm here with you. Like, I don't want no distractions.
Nigga, you cheating. You talking to other people. Stop.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah.
Damn. I feel like there's a very little bit of hope when it comes to relationships nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, for you guys, like, it's a fairy tale story. You guys went to high school sweethearts.
Middle school.
Sorry. Middle school sweethearts. That's even, like, come on. I'm like, in the movies type shit.
Yeah.
But now it's like,
You're not
once you're getting older, especially because you're getting older, it's like, oh, now I gotta link this person again. Like, I'm like, like the passion's not there no more.
Like,
you know?
Like before her, even though like
I was gonna say that.
Even though like when we talk about our past, we always say like in fairy tale land. Like,
because we like to be like, we wasn't with nobody before we was with each
like
other.
we was together.
Those people
like,
are irrelevant.
We lost each other's.
We lost our virginity to each other.
We lost our virginity to each other. Like, not, and then when we do talk about it, we be like, so before you in fairy tale land, we always say that and then talk about it. So that's what I'm about to say right now. So, like in fairy tale land, right? Like before her, because I mean, but there wasn't no before her. There wasn't no before her, but before her, right? Like, I used to think like, damn, like when I had broke up with in fairy tale land someone before her, I was like, damn, like I'm getting older. Like it's not gonna be like a high school sweetheart or somebody. It's just it's gonna get harder. Like I'm gonna meet somebody when I'm older. Like damn, it's not gonna be as like cool. Like oh yeah, I've been together since such and such. Da da da. But that's what I was thinking.
And before you in fairy tale land, I was like, there's no hope, because I was getting played left and right. Because the people I was talking to was like this generation where it was they didn't value relationships. Like they just wanted to be outside. So I was just like, you know what? I'm not messing with nobody. There's no hope. When I find who I want to find, that's what's going to happen, but I'm just going to stay single forever. And I feel like a lot of people think like that too, like from getting played or like, you know, just this generation is like, relationships are like, no. Like, I don't want that stress. No. Yeah. It really is sad.
It's just so many factors that play a role into all of that. Like, it's just so much.
Nobody wants to commit. Guys
oh God.
Yeah. It's always been cool for guys to be dogs, like before all of this, before like social media. It's always been cool for them to be dogs. But now
it's cool, and it's cool for girls to be dogs too.
It's cool now for girls to be outside too.
It's like everybody outside, everybody is hoes, and it's fun. Like that's just the life.
It's a very lustful culture now.
Yeah, that's the word. Like I've seen multiple people post the same status. What's it called? It's like, oh, I'm so ready to be a hoe this summer.
Yeah, like it's funny and it's cool.
It's like, funny, it's cool, it's cute.
Like, nah.
I'm not knocking you guys. Do what you need to do, but like, stop normalizing toxic
behavior. Like, cause like, at the end of the day, for most people, not everybody, but like, I feel like people are most happy when they're together. Like, when you have a partner, when you're dying with someone, like, yeah, you might be like, oh, I don't need no one. Oh, I'm be alone. I don't need nobody. I'm gonna just buy my dog and just be outside. And but when you get like at a certain age, I feel like there's some people that can be alone.
They like being alone.
They like being alone. Some people really don't like people in general, but I feel like most people were happiest. Man and woman are happiest when they're together.
Not only men and women though. Women and women, men and men.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, people are just happy like
with someone,
a companion.
Yeah.
But I do feel like if you wanna go out there and you wanna like live your best life and you know be the hoe that you are, you can do that without being toxic. Like as long as you're honest with the people you're talking to, you're honest with yourself and what you want, and you let people know like you're not fucking anyone over, you're not playing anyone, you're living your best life, but you're also being honest. I feel like that's important too.
Yeah.
Do you ever get like clowned on for being simps?
Oh my God, people always call Taj a simp
all the time, bro. Like even you, no.
I get called a simp?
Not necessarily like get called a simp, but like
I get clowned because
if being too serious so young.
Yeah. If I go out and I'm like, all right, I'm out, y'all. It's time for me to go meet Taj, and like so we can like end the night together. They're like, this bitch always want to go to her man house, and it's just like. Yeah, like, I don't care. We dead get fooled on for, like, thinking about being married or wanting kids because they're like, you're young. That's not going to work out.
I feel like on the guy side is much worse because I feel like the word simp, like, originated for guys. Like, you a simp. Like, a simp to me is someone who puts out energy and it's not reciprocated. So, like, you doing all these things for somebody, not even just guys. Like, you a girl, you putting out so much energy for somebody and they not reciprocating it, you a simp. Like, it goes both ways to me. Like, yeah.
Like, when guys are called simps, usually it's, like, the guy that is spending a lot of money on the girl, and the girl is just, like, clowning him behind his back with her friends, and it's like, this nigga just paid for my dinner, like,
yeah, but like guys will literally call guys simps just off of being a boyfriend,
like
just doing regular boyfriend shit, like
being faithful. Oh, like, this nigga.
This nigga faithful. This nigga simp. Oh, this nigga, like, you got a girlfriend? Or you're like, as simple as that. Like, I feel like it's a running joke, but at the same time, like, it's still taken serious. Like, people take it a little serious, or they're taking the joke too far. Like, it'd be like little things, just being a boyfriend. Like I can't even be a boyfriend like without being a simp. Like, even before like the whole simp word like came about and it being a trend now, like you had like in Brooklyn, like New York, they call you a GC, a gal clown, or a kaffaman. Like,
I don't like that stuff though. I'll be telling you, like, don't let nobody call you no simp, because I don't like that.
It's more so like they say, this nigga a GC, this nigga a kaffaman. Like let's say I'm playing basketball or something, and then like I know I got plans with her later and I gotta leave. Like, I can't stay too long. Like, I'll be like, cause I made plans. I gotta go see my girl. What the hell? Like, y'all not my girl. Like, nigga, I got a dip. So I'll be like, yo, I'm out. I'm like, damn, this nigga a kaffaman. This nigga a simp. Oh, this nigga a GC.
Yeah, you
like,
get that way more than I do.
I mean, if y'all want to be single and
they don't mean it badly. Like,
yeah,
it's just,
I feel like it's just like a guy thing.
I don't like it. I don't care. It depends on who says it.
Ain't nothing wrong with loving who you love. Like,
Yeah.
what everybody else is saying. Yeah. But like, I don't know. I'm scared to get in relationships. I've never been in one.
I was
What?
gonna ask you how you feel about it. Like, how do you
I
feel about dating, like, in this day and age?
I feel like it's literally like playing. Like, it's so hard. It's hard. It's like at this point, it's like I might as well just go on Tinder or something at this point.
Nah, don't do that.
I mean,
That's stuff like that is just for a hookup. You're not gonna find. You're not gonna find
even
anybody.
Now, I feel like everything is just for a hookup. Like, I'm being optimistic, but it feels like I seen like this post going around. I don't know if you guys seen it. It was like, oh, this generation is sad. Like, they don't even talk about relationships anymore. They don't even talk about marriage anymore. Marriage is such like a far-fetched thing.
marriage, people think that marriage is more of a commitment than having a kid now. Like, people are okay with being baby mamas
Baby
and
mothers.
baby fathers.
fathers.
But if it's like marriage, it's like, hell no, I'm not doing that. And it's like, what? You can get a divorce. You can't kill a kid once you have it.
They be like, oh, baby, come on, I have a little mean in it. Marriage?
Hell no.
Bro, that's
That's
death
OD.
trap, bro. Hell
And it's
no.
like, you linked to that person for the rest of that kid's life. You can get a divorce, okay, it's going to take some time, but you cannot be linked to that person anymore.
Yeah.
And that's just crazy to me that, like, marriage is like...
Right. And that's again with the toxic cycle. This kid is being raised with a
Single parent.
and it's like,
Got to be introduced to different people, different families, and it's like, come on.
oh my God, Lord help this generation.
I got a question for you. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Why do you feel like the generation before us, like our grandparents, why do you feel like they were more married than this generation?
Because life was way more simple then. Because it was straight, like, you go to school, you meet who you meet, and then if you like somebody, you take them out to a nice dinner, and all of that is looked at as corny now. Before, it was like you writing letters. All the simp behavior was cool back then. Like, when you looking back at like movies in the 90s, the guys are like, oh, you like her, and they're amping them to take her on a date. And then it will be that one toxic knucklehead who's like, nah, you gotta fuck bitches, get money. But not everybody was like that back then. Now it's like, that's the popular thing to say now, fuck bitches, get money. And now the simps are kind of like, I'm sorry I keep using that word. The people who practice healthy behaviors.
The S word.
Yeah. They're like extinct. They're going extinct. They're like, it's a little bit of them left.
Yeah. It's like that generation was more married even through like Jim Crow, racism, slavery, like where like our ancestors were jumping the broom, getting married in private, like and being together like from a young age, where like as now it's like, oh, you only 20, oh, you only 21, oh, you only 22, oh, you only 25, whatever. You want to be committed, when our grandparents was
not even our grandparents though, like
our parents.
My parents been together since they were
like
14
bro,
years
my parents
old.
been together since they was like 15, bro.
Literally, our parents are both like together and married, so I feel like that's probably why we have that like that goal for each other. But it's like my parents were together since 14 and moved to the United States because they're from the Caribbean. They moved to America at like 20 together, and now if you think about moving somewhere with somebody at 20, imagine people gonna be like, nah, y'all bugging, y'all too young for that, y'all rushing. And it's just like, look at them, like they still together. Like it's been years. They're 55 now.
And then like
people that do say that, I feel like deep down inside they kind of wish that was them.
Yeah,
they're just scared. Yeah.
I do feel like our like background and where we come from and what we see growing up does have to do with like what we value. Because I feel like we both grew up with a mom and dad in our household. They're married. Of course, they have their problems, but they love each other and they stay together. And like that's what we want for each other too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have a similar story, but they met around like 23.
Still young.
So
Still young.
2 more years, guys.
Still young.
Still young.
Yeah,
they met young.
That's probably why me and my brother have like such like positive behaviors when it comes to relationships. Like, we want to see the best out of relationships.
Yeah.
But it's definitely what you're surrounded with, and then even back to like people committing to a child before they commit to a relationship.
Yeah.
It's like, now you have these kids looking at single parenthood as regular, and now people who have both of their parents married, it's like, yo, you're spoiled. Like, people really look at me like I'm a spoiled brat. Like
all the time.
Like you don't know how lucky your life is.
Like you're spoiled. You didn't have to fight for anything. You didn't have to work for anything, and it's just like, this is normal. This is normal life. Like, why would we want to grow up any other way? Like,
yeah, like, and it's science that like kids grow up, like kids need both parents. Like when you break up a family, or like you get pregnant young, like no disrespect to the young moms and the young dads and stuff, but like when you do that and you break up, like you're damaging your family. Like that child is now gonna grow up like with their parents separated. You need that family to grow up healthy, because like when you grow up with just one parent, or like something is gonna be off about you, whether it's like subconsciously up front, like something is gonna be missing, and it's gonna come out in whatever kind of way is gonna come out.
I think it's even good to, like, at least if you are a single parent and you have someone and you end up marrying them, and then that person takes on your kid as their own kid, that's still like a good thing. Like if they're growing up seeing like that mom dad, or mom dad, whatever it is, seeing that relationship together.
I was gonna say like back to like this generation, like not valuing marriage as much. Like a lot of people want to put off marriage until 30, and I feel like that's crazy. Like 30 years old, that's kind of deep. Like like people feel like, when I'm 30, I'm gonna get married. It don't work like that. You have to actually meet people and know them and weave through people and move in. And like, how much time do you think you have?
You plan to do that at 30, and it's actually gonna happen at 40.
It's gonna happen. and then for the women, like what's it called when it's like you're getting too old to have a baby?
You're not that much fertile anymore.
It's a phrase for that. Something pregnancy or like I forgot the word, but y'all know what I'm talking about. High risk pregnancy, like you're gonna wait till 30, right? You're giving yourself
30 is not like high risk, but after 35
after
is
35.
Like I think 40s is high risk.
Yeah, I think like when you reach 40, it's like okay, high risk.
I think it's
now.
after 35, like about 35.
I don't think if you're 36, it's high risk.
Yeah, it's just late.
You just leaving yourself a small window when it's like you're not just gonna be able to turn on a switch and think like you're just gonna get married as soon as your birthday hit. Nah, it don't work like that.
That's why I feel like, well, I always tell Taj this. I want to get married first, and then I want to have kids.
Yeah.
That's the traditional way. Like that's really how it's meant to be. That's how God wanted it to be.
I'm trying to like have my life with you first, and then when we're ready, we have our life as a family. Like, because once we have a kid, it's no longer just me and Taj. Like, it's different. So like, I feel like people think we're crazy, but like by like 27 or some shit, I want to be married, and then after that, have kids. But I know people this day and age, they be like, nah, y'all wildin', like, that's too early. You need your 20s to be lit. It's just annoying. You can still be lit in a relationship, guys.
We probably gonna get married before that.
Just make sure you guys film everything. I'll be watching.
27, you think? 27? I'm thinking like, cause we 22 right now.
We got together at I was 21.
I mean, I'm still 21.
Oh yeah, that's 6 years. Yeah.
6 years?
This nigga want to get married tomorrow.
Nigga, that's you. But like, I say like, we'll like be engaged, married, like soon. Not soon, as in like this year or next 2 years. Probably like 25.
Yeah.
And I see ourselves like having a kid like late 20s type.
Whatever.
Late 20s.
See, that's good. You guys actually have like a vision and a plan of what y'all want to do in your relationship. A lot of y'all just blindly in these relationships, and you guys have no goal, no purpose. Mm-hmm. Like, just dead all of that toxic shit out the window.
That it, guys. This is where it's at. It's mad fun. You can still have a hot girl summer, a hot boy summer, and be in a relationship.
But without the, just the hooking up. And
without the toxic stuff.
Yeah.
You can still have fun and be in a relationship.
Of course.
It doesn't take away your funness. Because I'm still the life of the party.
But, do you guys have any last words to say just for people like me who I'm just losing hope? I'm losing hope by the day for like good men. Mm-hmm. I'm just losing hope. Do you guys have any advice to people who feel like me? Like there's nobody out there that's actually have the mindset that you two have.
So you could
I'm gonna go first, and then Tyler's gonna close.
So you give her the.
I'm gonna give you the advice that I needed. Don't lose hope, because when me and Taj first rekindled, I was very scared. I was like, I'm gonna keep my wall up. I'm not gonna get hurt again. Blah blah blah. And my sister actually had to tell me, like, girl, you gonna get hurt regardless. Like, if you gonna get hurt, you gonna get hurt. Open your heart up. If it's meant to be, it will be fine. And if it's not, you'll be hurt, but then you'll be fine. So my advice is just don't give up. There are good men out there that don't cheat, okay? Not all of them cheat. Probably the ones in Brooklyn, but not all over, okay? And just open your heart up. If you get hurt, you'll be hurt, but you'll get better. And just because you're hurt by someone doesn't mean you have to carry that pain with you. Just let it go. You'll be fine, and you'll find your person eventually.
And what I got to say, basically, like, piggybacking off what she said, you know, don't allow a bad apple to turn you into a bad apple. You know, just stay high vibrational. And, you know, just always better yourself. You know, be better than yesterday. Just keep improving. And think about, like for you, because you're a woman, like, think about, like, what do guys value in a woman? Like, what do guys want in a wife? And then, or the kind of guys that you like, what do they like in a woman? So you could try to, like, be that, so you can, you know, put yourself in position to, you know, get one of those guys. And
vice versa for the guys. Like,
vice versa for the guys.
What
like,
type of woman you want?
What type of woman do you want? And, like,
what type of guy would she want?
What type of guy would she want? And then you be better. You just improve. And that person will come along, you know, as you improve as a person. Like, not just, like, socioeconomically, but, like, just, like, mentally, emotionally, and just the energy you radiate, and you would just find that person.
Yeah, I need somebody that's gonna match that vibration.
Yeah.
And one more thing. I know, like, what you said is facts. Like, you know, the athletic couple is gonna hang out with each other. The couple that's fat is gonna be, like, most times the partner of somebody that's fat, your partner looks like
the same.
You.
Yeah.
A lot of people say, like, your partner kind of looks like you, and that's really what they mean.
Think we look alike?
Like, you ever got, like, you guys look alike?
Yes.
Yeah, like that.
People say
you think
that.
we look alike?
No, I was just saying, like, people say that.
Yeah.
Do y'all look alike?
We don't look alike, but we look similar.
Nah, y'all don't look alike.
Yeah, some people say we look alike, but I don't think we look alike. I think we have, like, drastically different features.
But we just go together.
Yeah.
One more question, right? The old DEJA was trying to fix people who don't want to be fixed. In other words, go for the niggas.
No, girl.
You're a simp.
I'm a simp.
Hold on, let me answer first. No. I feel like you coming from a healthy family in a healthy place, you need somebody who's on that level as you. Because toxic people are for toxic people. Healthy people are for healthy people. And that's how you're going to have your healthy relationship. You cannot fix anyone. Right. It's not going to work out. Like, and I said that to myself too, like, before me, like, rekindling with Taj, like, I'm not about to be with nobody that don't got the same values I got, that don't come from the same background, like the 2-parent household. Like, I'm not doing that, because I'm not fixing anyone anymore. And I feel like once you find that person that's on your level, you'll be fine.
Yeah, like, those kind of people, well, not just them, but a lot of people are raised on survival. Like, especially, like, where we come from in our community, like, they're raised on survival. So they're always going to choose themselves over anything and disregard your feelings. And, you know, like, they had a rough life. So, you know, they're raised on survival. You wasn't raised on survival. You have both parents. So it's not going to work. So you need someone who has, like, a similar upbringing.
Who was raised on love. Yeah,
raised on love and not, you know, weird stuff other people go through. Unfortunately.
Okay. You guys, you cannot fix him. Females, if you watch it,
you cannot.
You can't fix her either.
They'll probably, like, get better in the future, but for now, they gotta get better on their own. Yeah, you can't fix
what
them.
J. Cole said. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her.
Like, no.
Yeah.
That's how I'm gonna end out. I'm gonna end out on that song. Right? But thank you guys so much for being here. Like, I'm so excited.
You're welcome.
This was a great episode.
Thank you for having us.
I love that you asked us. I was so excited.
Yeah, this is our first time doing something like this. Shout out to Mind Over Matter. Make sure y'all subscribe. We going up. Subscribe to Honey Butter YouTube channel. Subscribe to my channel, King Tyhj. Subscribe to Sky Super. Support us. You know,
all three of us, guys.
Don't hate, appreciate.
Facts.
Yeah, we going out. It's Mind Over Matter, baby.